what's going on, guys? My name is Mac. This is Cherry Bomb, and today we have something pretty exciting to add to the armor and protection of this truck. We have a CBI Offroad gas tank skid. Now, you know I preach all the time on this channel about buying used, so I bought this gas tank skid from my buddy who bought it from his TRD Sport. Shout out to Jake Allen. And they don't work with the TRD Sport, so he sold it to me for 300 bucks. He had it originally powder coated TRD gray. I painted it with some spray paint for like 10 bucks, and now I own a gas tank skid that I didn't have to wait for. He drove it to my door because he was going to another state and was passing by me. So I'm telling y'all, buying used is just the best thing. So anyway, so all you're gonna need for this is a socket set, and as we do the install, we'll get into the sizes, but let's jump into it. One other thing I want to note real quick is that also spray painted it, but it's a skid plate. It's gonna get beat up. Keep that in mind. Alright guys, we're under the car. This is the gas tank skid. Someone tell me why Toyota sends a off-road trim vehicle with a plastic skid plate. I don't know. There are 4 nuts on the gas tank that we're gonna take off, and they are a 12 millimeter. So grab that, take out these 4, and then we'll remove this plastic one, and we'll go from there. So for frame of reference, this is obviously towards the front of the truck. You can see the transfer case right there. There's one here, and then looking back, there's one here, right there, and right by the leaf spring. Once you take those 4 out, now we can introduce the new skid plate. All right, so at this time, we're gonna introduce the new skid plate. Like I said, you're gonna use the original hardware for this step. And when you're looking at the skid plate, there's 2 rectangular holes on the front. That's how you know which side the front is. And when you get it up there, you don't want to snug everything up yet. You just want to get a few threads on there just so that it'll hold it in place. We gotta put that front other skid plate on, so don't tighten everything down super hard. So once you get one on, then the other ones are easy. This will help take most of the weight, and then just start throwing the other ones on. Oh yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3. And 4. All right, so this is the hardware. You're gonna start with the top. You use this 1/2-inch bolt, this 1/2-inch strut washer, and then the nut on top is gonna be 14 millimeter. This whole section is gonna be 14 millimeter. And then we're gonna go to the bottom, use the carriage bolt, and then a washer and a nut. Let's get to it. You're gonna start with your 1/2-inch carriage bolts, and you're gonna put them up here. One's gonna be right there. This is where the 2 bolts are gonna go. Then you're gonna grab your mini skid, which is a front skid, which looks super sweet. Then you're gonna grab your 14 millimeter socket, your bolt, and your nut as well. Go through the hole. Like that, and then grab your nut and screw it in from the top. Again, just so you can see it, we have our bolt with our washer on it. We're gonna go through the skid, through the carriage bolt that's already in there, and then we're going to put our 14 millimeter nut on top of that. All right, so then for the bottom, I wouldn't tighten up the top until you got all your hardware in place. You're gonna do your carriage bolt here, and that's gonna have the little square right here. So that way it lines up with these 2 guys, and it won't be able to spin. And then you're going to get a washer and a nut, and put it on the other side. As easy as that. You will have to use another wrench here on the top just to make sure that you can tighten these down, since it's not a carriage bolt and it will move by itself. And then once it's all tightened up, you have a nice, strong, durable metal skid plate to protect your gas tank. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys. One thing I do want to mention is I would recommend getting a classic wrench like this for the 14 millimeter. On the bottom, you have to like get around. It's a kind of tight, and you're fighting the gas tank right there as well, so I'd recommend doing that. But that's about it. Like I said, guys, buy used and keep learning. God bless. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.